Welcome everyone. This is my very first ever Gran Turismo 7 upload to my YouTube channel. My name is Alfredo, and as you may have guessed it, this channel is dedicated to anything and everything racing. Today's race was actually from last week's daily race challenges, daily race B, I believe, and this is at Blue Moon Speedway, and I had qualified into first in a C-class lobby, even though I was ranked B-class, but for some reason the game has been throwing me into lower class lobbies to start with, and then as I get more warmed up into the races, it throws me into higher class lobbies, which I think is very odd, but it is what it is. Regardless, we're coming through first couple corners in Blue Moon Speedway, and I'm in first basically the whole game, but most of the action happened behind me with the racers in the back fighting for positions between second and sixth place, and they really seem to be fighting hard one another, because there's a couple instances where I looked back during the race and I saw people either crashing or hitting the wall, and I immediately thought, wow, everyone really is fighting hard and I'm just cruising comfortably at the top. But sometimes that's the way things go, and unfortunate to the race coming after this, I did not do so well in that higher class lobby, but things happen, mistakes were made, lessons were learned, and we move forward. Coming through here, you see X-Cross and AC Paz Kid kind of duking it out here. AC hits the wall a little hard, meets Mr. Barrier, in the words of Super GT. Here these guys are all going to be fighting for positions. I'm still chilling super comfortably up top. Nothing going on, just trying to set faster and faster lap times. Just pretty consistent throughout low 14 seconds into my lap times, and I'm pretty happy about that. Really want to be sitting at about minute 11, minute 12 on this map specifically and this specific track layout, but unfortunately I also do not have the best setup, and I am still somewhat new to wheel and pedal racing, so I am progressively still learning more and getting better. But oh, here we have R4M Super Leon hitting the wall really hard, swerving everywhere. If I had to guess, he'd probably be a controller player, but that's neither here nor there. But again, final lap, just cruising comfortably, chilling, moving about. I don't know what happened here, but X-Cross got a half a second penalty. My guess is probably crossed the line somewhere. He shouldn't have gone a little wide on a corner or something like that. I'm starting to get really comfortable with the driving lines in this car, specifically the McGain Trophy on Blue Moon Speedway. This layout, I've tried it in other cars and I cannot figure it out in other cars, at least not as quick as I could with the McGain. The McGain seemed to be the one car for me this race, but overall this race went pretty well. I was happy with it, especially as a first race of the day. But coming on to our second race, I started in 5th position in a mostly B, some A class racers type lobby, and started in 5th this race, but again had some oopsies this race, which caused me to not end up in first. But we will see what happens. Good thing about the McGain Trophy is that under a roll, it has really good acceleration out of the roll for some reason. It's got a lot of good traction on cornering too. It's a very small and light car. The Group 4 Huracan 2 is really cool and really fast too, for some reason. A lot of people have been using the Huracans for the daily race lobbies, especially for Group 3 and Group 4. They seem to be really dominating right now. I don't know what Polyphony Digital is doing to the Huracans, but they need to do a little something about them Genesis drivers from South America. Because a lot of these South American drivers love to push and shove, and they like contact. And unfortunately, this is not supposed to be a contact sport normally, but things happen, and just things happen. Just whatever. I don't know how else to explain it. Let's just watch what unfolds here. I come and take up the inside line because I'm confident enough in the game that I can take this inside line pretty well, and I do. Very side by side here. The Genesis driver drives into me, or honestly I don't know. I feel like I might have took that a little wide and a little fast, but here comes the Argentinian driver, Andres, comes around and forces me wide, unfortunately. But Diego Ramos comes over from the left side on the inside very quick and pushes his way through. Had a little bit too much throttle through that corner, so I spun out and lost some time, but I kind of caught back up here on that last corner. If I'm not wrong, I believe I did bump the top of Barrier here, yup. Lost a little bit of time and 3 more positions gone. Again, these things happen. It is what it is. That was my own fault. I thought I was Ricky Bobby coming through that last corner there, but I was not. And again, coming into turn 1, I have plenty of trust that my game trophy can dig in just deep enough to really take that corner and catch back up with the pack, which it does. Thankfully, this car is very, very good on braking. A little bump on the outside there, but nothing too terrible. No one spins out. Ooh, couple crashes there. Probably some bumping through that corner there. It's a very high-speed corner. Coming up again on the Argentinian, the Lamborghini. And this is a very, very tight battle between the Argentinian here and the Canadian up ahead, because these two fellas in the next 2 laps are continuously battling it out. Oh yeah, that's the way it should be done. It should be hard-fought battles, but as long as it's done cleanly, which a lot of, unfortunately, South American drivers do not understand on this game. They all believe they're Ayrton Senna, and they all think that they can just squeeze in anywhere because they can. But here, a very good little battle with the Lamborghini driver here. Take up the inside. I narrowly touched the Argentinian there. I think I was very, very close to him. Very, very close. I want to look at that one more time. Couldn't really get a perfect camera angle, but I don't think there was any contact through there. Regardless, the Argentinian and the Lamborghini kind of slides out a little bit, and I shifted into 4th gear a little early, got on the power, and ended up around him. Now my only problem was the Canadian, Meep, he was fast. He was pretty consistent within his driving and his driving lines, and I never was able really to catch up with him. And I don't know if that was because of my inconsistencies, or if he was just too consistent, or more consistent than me. Regardless, great driver. You did a good job. Diego Ramos just sending it a little wide into the corner, unfortunately losing a little time because of that. And position. No, did not lose position, just lost time. Here, again, I believe here I tried to make a move to dig in a little deeper into the braking zone and find my way into the inside, but I couldn't. Little touch on Barry R from the Argentinian there. But from here, things only de-escalate, or things only escalate, sorry, even more. Because this happens as I come into turn 1. Not necessarily sure how it happened. I think I might have gone a little too early on the power. Because, boom! Played bumper carts and met with Barry R for a nice little dinner. Oh, that's right. I got bumped by that guy. But that was honestly my fault. I believe I did dig in a little wide there. Didn't really leave him too much space. However, I did not really see him at first. It wasn't until he kind of popped up on me that I finally saw him, and by that point it was too late. Made contact, spun out. Now I'm down to second to last place in 12th place. I tried making a move on Tidy Man here, but it didn't really work. Because he had the inside line coming into the next corner, so he had the advantage here. Tried to make a little switcheroo move, but he came back in my way, and I couldn't finish it, man. I couldn't do the race. I couldn't get 11th. But it's just the way things go. Move on, go to the next race, and do better. Regardless, thank you. This is my first clip, my first couple of races I've uploaded to this channel, and I hope to upload more in the future. Goodbye.